Right, how do we manifest things into our life? As we head towards the end of the year, a lot of people tend to be quite reflective and we start thinking about what is it that we hope for the next year? What do we want to achieve? What do we want to feel like? Maybe how do we want to look? So I thought it might be very useful to put a very quick and easy step by step how to manifest guide out there online, and I hope that somebody finds it useful. So the very first step is identify what it is that you want. Is it you want to run your own business? Is it that you want to buy yourself a house? Is it that you want to meet your ideal partner? Is it that you want to be debt free? Do you want to have amazing results in a project at school, at university? And if you're unclear about what you don't what you want, then I find a very easy exercise, useful exercise, is that if you write down what you don't want, you just flip it around and you've discovered what you do want. So if it's that you don't want to have loads and loads of bills to pay, and have outstanding debt, for example, you can just flip that around and say, I want to be debt free. Simple. If you don't want to be alone or feel lonely on the weekends, maybe it's that you want to have a thriving social life. If you don't want to be nervous in a meeting, you want to be confident. And that sounds really simple, but sometimes we just don't know what it is that we want and we tend to focus on what we don't want. So that's a really easy way to just do a little switch to find out what you do want. So once you know what you want, the next step is to start telling yourself that you have that thing. And now there's a few different ways that you can do it. So my most kind of powerful way that works for me is affirmations. So if I want to run my own company, I would tell myself that I'm a self-made millionaire and I run my own company. I am very successful. I have thousands of pounds coming into my bank account every single day. And I would just create the story of what it is that I want. Now, a lot of people with these statements like to also visualize. And I would say I'm not that much of a visual person in this way, in this aspect for manifesting things. But I do find it useful to do like a 30-second visual. Just close my eyes and imagine what it would be like if I had my own company, for example. And what would that make me feel like? Who would I be? If I wake up every morning, I'd be someone who is important, would feel confident, have lots of ideas. Things would feel easy for me because I'm so financially abundant. So by doing affirmations and visualizing and even journaling, that's another way that people like to do, writing everything down as if they're living that day with their desire. You basically want to make sure that you are saturating your mind with this new story. The next step is you're going to encounter people or situations that tell you otherwise. So someone who says, well, you don't have a degree or a master's degree, or you didn't go to school, or whatever it is, you can't run your own company, or you're thousands of pounds in debt. How are you going to buy yourself a house? Or whatever your limitations are, you've just got to keep going, because these people who are saying these things or these situations that are making you feel not confident about what you want are just old thoughts. They're just old bad thoughts that you were thinking about in the past when you didn't know how powerful you were, when you didn't realize that everything that you focus on manifests in reality. So all you need to do is just let that thing happen, let it pass, and then keep on saying the affirmations, keep on doing the visualizations, and just keep living as if you already have that thing. And if it helps to be delusional, if it helps to just go outside and pretend for fun, you're not going and buying a Ferrari if you don't have the money, but you can just pretend. You can pick out the car online. What color would you have? How would the seats be stitched? I think you can get custom stitching or something. I don't really know. What would it feel like to order your Ferrari? What are the custom settings? What are the color? When would you like it delivered? Where would you go? Once you had that car, who would you show first? And so once you've done all those things, one thing is really important to remember is just to have faith in the process. You don't have to believe your affirmations. Like if you have £10 in your bank account and you're saying you're a millionaire, it's likely that you're not going to believe what you're saying, right? You don't have to believe it, but you have to keep telling your mind, and you have to keep saying the things over and over again until you start to see evidence in your reality, and that's when you will believe it. So all you have to do is keep going, keep doing the affirmations, keep spitting, have that faith, and you will see everything unfold. You will see your manifestation come in. And most of the time, it's not this like big aha moment. It's actually really subtle. And once you start to notice the signs, you will know your manifestation is on its way. And I can make a whole video about signs for it. But essentially, if someone starts talking about your desire, or you start noticing things that link to your desire, it means it's starting to come into your reality. So step 1, as a recap, identify what you want. Step 2, saturate your mind completely and as often as you can. So that could be affirmations, that could be visualization, that could be journaling. The important thing is that you keep repeating it. So the third step is repetition, and just keep going, even when somebody is telling you the opposite or you're seeing the opposite. And lastly, is just to have faith. Keep going. We know that our thoughts create our reality. We know when we have shitty thoughts, we have a shitty day. We know when we think better thoughts and we just assume everything is always working out for us, things do work out for us, and our thoughts do create our reality. So what are you waiting for? Decide what you want to manifest by the end of the year or in 2025, and just go for it.